Hey Aquarius, welcome to Tarot and Heal. Welcome to your June reading. I hope all is well. Let's get started. I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light and divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Aquarius Collective need to know for June? Thank you. What's the overall energy for June? So yeah, I'm starting off with a new oracle deck. You'll see the names of the decks that I use in the description. We have Strength coming out. Strength and the Alchemist. Wow. Along with the Seeker at the bottom of the deck. The Aquarius would have this type of futuristic, spiritual, cosmic energy here. Okay, so we have the Alchemist coming out along with Strength. This is turning pain into power. All right, turning your whatever wisdom that you've gained from not so pleasant experiences, is turning that into gold. Okay, the Alchemist is about spinning something into gold. Okay, that's what it's all about for June. Manifestations. All right. So you guys are going into manifestation mode for sure. And check out the new moon in Gemini reading, because it is all about being in that mode. All right. That is a collective energy. We have bust out of the cocoon. Do something different. Wow. And love yourself. Beautiful. All right. So this is a very powerful energy, Aquarius. You guys are stepping into a brand new way of being, a more authentic way of being. Okay. And it's an act of self-love. In turn, you're going to bring in love in general. You'll probably meet more people of your soul tribe, for example. All right, let's get into it. What's going on with the Aquarius Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pick up a resonance, drop the rest. All right, let's go. What's going on with the Aquarius Collective for June? Oh, whoa, come on, dude. That was so much. We did the Devil card coming out in reverse along with the Judgment card. And then the Two of Swords coming out here, okay? Somebody needs to make a final judgment call about what's a toxic in their life, whether it's within them or outside of them, all right? The way that came out with conviction, it's like someone really needs to make a decision. Like, now it's time. Somebody might have been sitting on this decision like, okay, is this person bad for me? Is it not? Or should I drop this habit or should I not? You know, now it's time to drop whatever habits you had to drop. You're thinking about dropping, for example, changing those toxic energies around you or within you. All right. Yeah, it's time to make a final judgment call. Now it's like sink or swim mode. All right. No more sitting on this decision. Knight of Swords, yeah. This is moving forward with power. No more playing games. It's something that you definitely have to cut out with the Queen of Swords coming out here. All right, your attainment, your self-sufficiency, your healthy sense of self is on the line. All right, with the Knight of Swords, you have to move. It's time to make a quick movement. All right, I feel like you guys might have been sitting on something and you've been dragging your feet. That's what I was looking for. You're dragging your feet on a situation. This could be a relationship. It could be people around you. It could be a job, you know, something like that. But whatever the case is, it's a final judgment call. And the judgment card, when that comes out, this is a decision that is divinely guided. It's something that's very important. It's a decision that you can't come back from. It's something that's going to change everything for you. So let's say if you are in a long-term relationship, then it's just like getting out of that. That's going to change the course of your life. It is that major, and it does make sense why someone would take a while to make this decision, but now it's time to do it in June. All right. Why is this Judgment card here? All right, Page of Swords, yeah. Your new beginning is on the line, your fresh new perspective. There's a new way of seeing the world that needs to come about, all right? That's where doing something differently, busting out of your cocoon comes from. Gaining a wisdom from the past, learning how you were possibly not loving yourself in the highest capacity, and then doing it. Okay, doing it. And in doing so, you might be pushed to do something drastically different. All right. You're used to, some of you guys, you might have been used to people pleasing, right? And now you're looking at it and you're realizing, okay, my people pleasing was kind of toxic. All right. Now it's time for me to actually get out of that and be more selfish in a healthy way. Okay. Which is also the energy of that Gemini reading, the new moon reading. All right. Full moon reading. Sorry. Full moon and Gemini reading. Let's look more into the Devil card. Yeah, Ten of Swords. It was something like whatever energy you were carrying before, it was like a cycle of pain. You might have met like the same types of people over and over again, for example, and you're realizing like, okay, clearly I'm doing something to attract these types of people. Let me adjust what is toxic within my mindset. Let me adjust why let me face why I started acting that way or attracting this type of behavior. Why do I need to please people? Things like that. Like really just taking ownership and holding yourself accountable for this, making a judgment call that you're going to show up differently. You're going to do something different now, okay? And in turn, you step into more of your authentic self. You know, some of you guys, you might have just been a shadow or a shell that, well, a shell of yourself, okay? Yeah, I'm just going to say that, all right? And in turn, it attracted people who wanted to keep you in a shell or in your cocoon. And now it's time to bust out, all right? All right, now the Queen of Swords is coming out in reverse. It's kind of hard. Whatever this is, it's kind of hard to let go because it's something that you've been, you know, it's something that you've been for a really long time. All right. Seven of Pentacles coming out with Three of Swords. Yeah, it's time to take ownership. Hold yourself accountable. Take inventory. Okay, take inventory of what you've attracted so far. Once you do that, then you'll probably be disappointed, feel this heartbreak, see why things played out the way they did. Probably, this could be you or someone else, but somebody needs to focus on the idea of, okay, I probably messed up this soulmate because of acting like this, or I ran into the wrong soulmate because I didn't believe in myself, or I had some issues of self-worth, you know, something like that. You have to take ownership of this. Look back in the past and try to figure out exactly where that stems from and start working on that, okay? Be compassionate with yourself, though, when that happens, all right? But make movements, all right? Don't dwell on that for too long. It's going to hurt, okay? Whatever it is, you just drop it, move forward, okay? As much as you can, obviously. What else is going on with the Aquarius Collective? King of Wands coming out, yeah. So you can step into your power. King of Wands energy is very beautiful energy when it's upright. All right. Someone's fiery. You know, it's a lot of fire energy here with the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. No more indecision. And the Hangman. So yeah, so there's a bit of a divine pause. The spirit came through and said, okay, let's pause this. Before you move into this new cycle, we need to wrap up these few little things. Maybe some personality traits, maybe some people around you, maybe it's your environment. It's certain things that just have to be tweaked before we move forward, okay? I feel like you guys did the bulk of it, and congratulations to you on that. And now it's just wrapping up, tying up the loose ends, okay? That's all it is, all right? So no problem there. Let's look more into the Two of Wands. You might have been wondering why plans weren't going the way you wanted it to. All right. And it's because you didn't walk away. It's certain, maybe environments that you have to walk away from, or relationships. It's something that you have to walk away from, or it's just a mentality. But it's something that's been established in your life for a really long time. It's like a staple. You had a narrative that you told yourself for a really long time, and you have to walk away from that. Okay, or you have a circle of friends that's been a staple in your life for a really long time, and you have to walk away from that. Or it could be family, or it can be a job, whatever the case, a career path. But the mood right now is doing something drastically different to change the energy. It's going to propel you into your manifestation. All right. And you probably don't see that. You probably feel like everything is paused right now, but it's because you have to do some tweaking before you move forward. All right. Some of you guys, you might have been putting work into something that's just no longer working, all right? And it's time to take ownership of that and realize that. Don't ignore your intuition when it comes to that with the Queen of Cups here in reverse. So we have the Moon coming out with the Two of Wands. Clarifying this Hangman. So this is that divine pause, right? We do have the Moon card. There's things being prepped behind the scenes for you with the Chariot card so that you can move forward, all right? So you can move forward with these plans. Like I said, it's something that stopped you. You felt like, oh my gosh, why is it stopping me? Why can't I can't move forward? I feel like everything is stopped. If this is resonating with you, it is a divine pause so that you can make a tweak. Now, with the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse, for some of you, this tweak is to follow your intuition even more than you have been. All right, Aquarius are very intuitive. It's time for you to actually tap into it and live that life of a spiritually led world, okay? Let's look into the blockages here. This doesn't seem like a love reading. It seems more like a major transformative time for you guys, which is very exciting. It's beautiful. And that's really all that matters at this time, right? Getting right with yourself. All right, let's see what the blockages are. What are you failing to see, and what's the advice? The biggest takeaway for the people who like to cut out in the middle of the reading, the biggest takeaway is do something drastic to change your energy, all right, and follow your intuition, all right? Walking away from the old narrative, walking away from the old way of being. Take the idea of busting out of that cocoon. You started off as a caterpillar. You didn't know what a butterfly was until you became one, right? And you're not going to realize that you're becoming a butterfly in the midst of that transformation because it's rough. All right, so just keep that in mind. As you're going through this transformation, we're doing the blockages. As you're going through this transformation, you can't really see exactly what the color of your wings are going to look like. But just keep pushing forward, okay? All right, so we have the Knight of Arrows here coming out in reverse. This lack of progress. You're trying to grind your wheels. You're trying to push something forward, and you're not realizing that you have to cut something out before you get there. As a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, they take a totally different form. A totally different form at the end of this process, okay? And in doing so, organs got to get rearranged. I don't know the science. I'm making stuff up now at this point. But I'm assuming with a caterpillar to become that butterfly with a totally different physical form, organs have to be rearranged. That fur got to drop off. You know, things like that. There's certain things that got to get dropped off, tweaked, rearranged here, and cut out. All right? Certain things have to get cut out with the Queen of Swords here. It keeps coming out here, all right? That's why things are paused. You're looking at it like, oh, I have to keep moving forward with the tools that I have right now, with the people I have right now, and you're wondering why this environment isn't bringing you your manifestation. Some of you guys have to switch your environments. Some of you guys have to switch your tribes. Okay, it's something major that needs to be cut out. It didn't pause for no reason. It's a reason why there's a pause, and it's time for you to actually face that. It'll be different for every one of you guys, okay? So that's where your intuition comes in. Some of you guys with that Queen of Cups energy in reverse, you know what you have to cut out, but you're trying to ignore it, all right? All right, so what are they failing to see? Think about it. What's that thing that you have to cut out that'll be an act of self-love for you? That's the thing. All right. Whoa, we have the King of Arrows coming out with the Six of Stones. Listen, some of you guys are going to cut something or cut some things out and run right into a beautiful manifestation. Soul Tribe. Like I said, Soul Tribe energy. We do have the King and the Queen of Arrows coming out now. All right, this is, in this time collectively, like we're all like balancing ourselves out, okay? We're balancing our masculine and feminine energy. And some twin flames, if you believe in that, are coming into unions, okay? Some of you guys, once you remove certain situations that are no longer serving you, you're going to run into a union, okay? That's for some of you guys. Now, this can be a union internally, with your masculine and feminine just becoming more whole with that Nine of Pentacles energy, that single, happy, loving it, fabulous energy, or it could be an actual union with someone else, with your counterpart. All right. And either one is great. Both are great. All right. But either way, you're moving into Six of Pentacles energy, which is getting exactly what you deserve. It's coming out of this cycle of lack of reciprocity. You're coming out of the cycle of pain with that Ten of Swords coming out there. You're dropping that cycle of accepting whatever painful energy was coming into your life, or attracting, you know, whatever energy is coming into your life, because you're gaining the wisdom that you need to gain, which is great. Keep moving forward with the Knight of Wands. Three of Cups. It's something about your social circle. It's something about the environment that's just not working. All right. With the Nine of Cups here, it's something about, this could be, like I said, this has tribe energy. All right, I'm going to just say that. It has tribe energy. Like, it does feel like there's an internal battle, and it's going to affect how you, it's going to shift your social circle. This could be a social circle. It could be, like I said, social circle, family. It could be friends. It could be your job, your career, whatever. But I feel like there's certain energies around you, and I'm feeling like people, you know, actual people, relationships, social interactions that are not serving you, and their energy is actually holding space for other better aligned people for you, okay? So that's what's on the line. But these are people who have been staples in your life, so that's why it's a little bit tough. But they're just really, they're a placeholder, okay? They're a placeholder for better aligned individuals who can actually give you this wholeness and give you this equal reciprocity. If you always felt like, if you felt like you were in environments where you were not getting the equal reciprocity, if you felt like you were in relationships where you were always giving and not receiving, if that's resonating with you, then you're moving into a cycle where you will no longer experience that. But in order for you to experience that new cycle, you have to cut out and get rid of the people and energies that are zapping you. All right? Okay. Four of Pentacles here. That's your advice. That's stability. That's holding on. It's sticking to your guns. Love yourself and stick to it. Yeah, Tower. So here's the thing. All right. So once you bust out your cocoon, you do something different. Stick to your guns here. Stick to your guns. All right. And it's going to cause a tower. Because it's something, it's even if it's just a mindset that you're walking away from, I feel like it's a domino effect. You're going to have a mindset change where you're going to start loving on yourself more than you have been before. In turn, it's going to affect your social circle. It's going to cause a tower moment, a domino effect, where some people are going to accept this, some people won't. All right. And then you have to let those relationships crumble, and or whatever the environment, whatever it is for you, that thing that you have to walk away from. It's going to cause this tower moment in your life, but it's going to propel you forward into wholeness. Okay. Is going to propel you into alignment, spiritual alignment, equal reciprocity, okay? The new cycle with the World card in reverse, okay? This tower moment has to happen. This has to crumble so that this new world can come in. You can't have old energy of people who are taking advantage of you as you're trying to manifest equal reciprocity type of relationships, right? It just doesn't make sense. You can't live in both worlds. You have to say no to the old world to get the new world. Okay? And stick to your guns when you do it. All right? All right, let's see what the romance angels have to say. For some of you guys, this is a relationship, but it does feel like it's way deeper than that, to be honest. Let's see. Oh, you have children. Your love life is affected by children. Okay. So yeah, some of you guys, this might be a family issue. This could be someone that you have family with, have children with, and that might be, it might be harder to set those boundaries because of it. For some of you guys, it might be your actual family. You know, that case, whatever the case is, like I said, you're going to walk away and close out the old cycle, and it's going to call in soul tribe energy. All right, this is all about soul tribe. You have people around you who felt like soul tribe energy, and they weren't. Okay, so now it's time for you to actually meet your real soul tribe. That should be very exciting. Let that be your, attraction. Let that be your incentive to making the changes that you need to make. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You're definitely manifesting, Aquarius, okay? You are doing so, which is great. It's just a matter of letting go of the old world, finally letting go, all right, so that you can embrace the new. The new world cannot touch the old world. The new world won't touch the old world. They don't want to get tainted by the old world, okay? So you have to do what you have to do here, all right? I'm going to pull from the Rebel deck. It's not the most PC deck in the world. I have to say this every time. It's cursing, but it is funny. And it's hardcore advice, and sometimes you need it. All right, what's going on with the Aquarius? What do the Aquarius need to know? What hardcore advice can we give them? Huh? They broke your heart. Okay? Shame, regret, guilt, those are all BS. Forgive and let it go. All right, so yeah, it's time for you to actually get rid of this old narrative. And also, this is where sticking to your guns come in. As you start taking this act, you're going to start moving in a way that's loving on yourself, and people are going to be like, okay, who do you think you are? Especially the people that you've been around who has been enjoying the insecurities, enjoying whatever that energy is, enjoying the lack of reciprocity, the people who are on the upside of that. This loving of yourself is going to cause a tower moment in those types of connections, okay? And how they respond will let you know exactly what that connection is. But I feel like you guys already know who's who, what's what's equal reciprocity, what's not, who's draining your energy and who's not, so on and so forth, all right? As you do this, you might feel a little bit of guilt. because it's a new way of being, right? You're used to being, I don't know why I keep talking about the people pleasing, but maybe that's what's happening. All right. Some of you guys, you might have been in codependent situations where you were people pleasing. People were taking advantage of your people pleasing energy. Okay. And now that you're finally standing up in your energy, you might get some guilt triggered or some shame triggered. But it's only because you're new in this empowering energy. This does not mean that you're not doing the right thing. Keep being empowered. Keep moving forward. You got this. And let that shit go. All that other shit, let it go. And whoever broke your heart, F them. That's it. Move on. Don't wait for an apology. You keep it moving, okay? All right. Let's see what the animal advice is. What's the power animal? This energy for Aquarius feels very somber and it's very intense. Very transformative. Out of this, you're going to find a new sense of power within yourself, and it's going to be amazing. Cut your losses, though. That Seven of Pentacles that came out, which is all about getting that return on your investment, right? Knowing when to cut your losses. Wow, there we go. I love it. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Nothing is wasted. When you're cutting your losses, do not look at it as a waste of time, okay? Do not look at it as a waste of time. It isn't. It was something that you had to learn. It was lessons you had to gain, so that you can build the strength, okay? Build the strength to manifest, all right? Whatever this heartbreaking situation is that you have to let go of, or whatever this lack of reciprocity, whatever that is, it served as a training ground for you to move forward to meet the real soul tribe. Think of the people that you've met so far as a practice run. Think of it like that. Think of every relationship that you've had right now as a practice run for the real deal. Okay? Because that's the energy that I'm feeling right now. None of it was a waste. And you won't really recognize this until you step into the new cycle. You'll look back in hindsight and say, oh, okay. Did I really love that person? Even though right now you might be in a moment like, oh my gosh, this is the love of my life. And it's like, yeah, once you step into the new cycle and you experience a real love, where there's equal reciprocity, where you feel matched, or you experience real friendships, where you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel accepted, I feel appreciated, I feel like I belong. You know, once you get the real feeling of soul tribe energy, it's going to, the past experiences or the experiences that you're in right now is going to pale in comparison. You have to have faith in that. Nothing was wasted. Okay? All right. All these other cards came out. I'll just throw these out here. Spider Spirit, Manifestation. Yeah. Make your dreams real. Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. Yes, you're stepping into a brand new cycle. Yes, and move forward. This is the energy of this reading for sure. Move forward. Be fearless. Be bold. Do what you have to do. I feel like it's time for you to step into a more bolder and more authentic, a more brighter version of yourself. Some of you guys might have been dampening, I think I did mention, shell of yourself, which sounds, you know, but that is what it is. It was a duller version of yourself. Now you're stepping into a more bolder version of yourself. And some people are not going to like it. And screw them. Move forward. It's about authenticity, okay? Be playful. Enjoy it. You don't have to walk around with a chip on your shoulder like, F you, you're cool. No. You just be who you are. Shine your light and enjoy it. Love it. Be playful about it. All right? That's a part of your allure. All right. Great. Oh, let's pull a prayer really quickly. Archangel Michael. Biggest takeaway, the new world is not going to meet the old world. Look at that, a favorable outcome. This is where you're going. All right? And the people who are draining your energy, they can't come with you when you step into this favorable moment. Spirit is not going to give you these gifts if they know you have a bunch of people who's going to MC Hammer you. I just dated myself. But you know how MC Hammer, he was like on top of his game, right? And then he had a bunch of people around him that just caused for his bankruptcy, allegedly, right? And all that. Like, he just had a bunch of people zapping his energy. The Spirit is not going to bring you into this new cycle because they know you have people around you, or you're in a certain environment or a career path or something. It's some type of, there's energies around you, and it definitely seems like there's people. There's definitely people, okay? But it can be a combination of all of them, right? People, environments, whatever. Anyway, the energy around you right now, it will zap the energy from what spirit is trying to bring you. And they're going to hold on to it until you get rid of it. Okay? That's why you're in a pause right now. Know that you have a favorable outcome on the horizon. You're stepping into a favorable new cycle. You're going to see what love is like. You're going to see what good friends are like. You're going to see what it feels like to be in a soul tribe and actually belong somewhere. Okay, I know with the Aquarius energy, you guys might feel like aliens. You're stepping out of that cycle. Okay, that's what's happening here. You have to get rid of the people who are just not aligned with you, and you know exactly who they are. You know what job that is. I mean, if it's a job for you, then you know what that is. Okay, if it's an environment, then you know what that is. You know where you need to go. Some of you guys might start traveling. You might move somewhere. Whatever the case is, you know where you need to be. You know who you need to be around, and in doing so, cutting out the old is going to bring in new people that you didn't even know existed. You didn't know what type of the possibilities of these relationships. Anyway, I think I made that point very clear. Cut out what you need to cut out. Cut out the mindset that you need to cut out. Step into your bold, colorful self. Okay, more authentic self, so that you can get this. Because there's a lot of things being held back until you unlock it. And they're not going to unlock that door if you still have these people at the door with you. You got to kick them out. All right, Aquarius, love you dearly. All right, hit me up. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm on IG, this Tarot and Heal. Check out the info box below. That is where you will find my link to do personal readings. Yeah, until we meet again. Peace.